Hi there, welcome to my channel, Invest for Income. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, please do me a big favor, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I really would appreciate it. Well, here's an update on my portfolio. As you guys can see, we're over 300,000. And I did make some changes to my portfolio, and that's why I'm not at 69,000 anymore. But still, nonetheless, making about $5,717.93 on a monthly basis. So I did end up making some changes. I did end up selling some YieldMax ETFs. About half of my positions in YieldMax, half of my NVDY. I sold half of that to buy NVDW. So now I have a equal weighting, you could say, because I used half of what I had in NVDY. I believe it was about $6,000. I had $6,000 in NVDY. So basically I sold half of it and decided to buy half of NVDW. And I did that with NVDW. I did that with the Amazon one, AMZW and AMZY. So I had about 3,000 in AMZY, which is the YieldMax Amazon ETF, and I put half of it into the AMZW. Okay, and so if you've been watching my previous videos, you may know why I'm doing that. The reason that I'm doing that is because most of the YieldMax ETFs, especially the single stock ones, for the most part, they have capped upside. And so in price performance, just in pure price or value, they're not really going to appreciate unless unless Amazon really just appreciates a whole bunch. Then YieldMax may capture some of that upside. But it's not really made to capture the upside. AMZY, if we go to my actual Robinhood portfolio right now, here we are. Well, let's open that back up. Okay, here's my portfolios. You guys can see we're 0.30% up so far today. And so if we go to AMZY, which is the YieldMax Amazon Option Income Strategy ETF. So if we scroll down here, you guys can see that I sold half of my position. As you guys can see, I sold the 99 shares of AMZY. Okay, and I kept half of. I had $3,000 in it, so I basically cut it in half. And so what I did with the other $1,500 is I bought AMZW. As you guys can see, it's about $16,000 now. Or sorry, not 16,000. I wish it was $1,600, a little bit over 1,600. And so the reason why I'm switching over to I might just keep both of them. Probably that's what I'm going to end up doing. Just keep an equal amount of both of them potentially, maybe, or just be done with YieldMax and just go with Roundhill. Don't really know yet. I'm still thinking about it. But if we look at a comparison, I did a comparison of well, let's look at a comparison here on Robinhood. Let's look at this. Okay, in the past 3 months, which this hasn't really even been around for 3 months, this is up 3%, just a little bit over 3%. In the past month, this is up almost 5%. The past week, it's up 5.46%, and just for the day, it's up over 1%. Okay, the Roundhill one. Now let's look at the Amazon one. Okay, today the Amazon version of the ETF is only up 0.87%. So so far the Roundhill version of this is up a bit more. For the week, this is only up 3.41%, while the Roundhill version is up over 5%. Here, this is 2.5% on the month. The Roundhill version is up almost 5% and down over the past 3 months. So this is obviously without dividends. And if we go back to this one, past 3 months, this is up 3%, almost 5%, close to 6%, and just in the 1 day over 1%. So obviously the Roundhill one has more appreciation because they're doing something different. And when you read the objective of the Roundhill ETF, it has an objective to do growth and income. And so I did a comparison of all three for the day. This is a comparison for the day. The orange line is the actual stock. So this is actually in the past 5 days. In the past 5 days, the actual stock of Amazon is up 5.67%. And the Roundhill one, AMZW, is fairly close to it. While as you can see, the YieldMax version of it is underperforming. It is at 4.28%. Now this does include total return or dividends paid out. So if we look at further 1 month, okay, as you guys can see here in the 1 month, the Roundhill version of this of Amazon is actually outperforming the actual stock. Okay, that's the blue line, or the blue, the number in blue is the Roundhill. The number in orange is the actual Amazon stock. The number in purple is the YieldMax ETF. And this is 1 month. Let's go out to the 3 months. Okay, as you guys can see, still the Roundhill version of the Amazon stock is still outperforming the other two. It's actually outperforming the stock, and it's outperforming YieldMax. Of course, it's kind of expected that it's going to outperform YieldMax, even with dividends reinvested. AMZW outperforms YieldMax, as you guys can see here in this line chart. Now, you do get total return from the YieldMax version. In the past 3 months, the total return is 9.08%. So I'm not saying that it's bad. If you want to continue to own YieldMax, that's not bad. I mean, you know, in the past 3 months, it's up 9.08%. Not too bad. Okay. But the Roundhill version of this ETF is up 12.61%. Okay, so which one would you rather own, right? Would you rather own the YieldMax version of this ETF or the Roundhill one? Okay. Now, I've been doing a comparison on a lot of these lately because they basically have the same ETFs almost, except for Roundhill has less. I think they have about 15 different ETFs based on a single stock. And while YieldMax has a large list of single stock ETFs. But so far I've been comparing them, and it seems like the Roundhill version of the ETF, of the single stock ETF, is outperforming the YieldMax ones. So it seems to me that the Roundhill version of these ETFs give better performance, more upside, and decent dividends. Okay, so if we look at just the actual AMZW here on Webull, we can see that here are the last payments. So if you look just at the August payments, it paid On August the 4th, it paid 37 cents. On the 11th, 29 cents. 69 cents on the 18th, and 34 cents on the 25th. Okay, so it's paying on a weekly basis. So I'd say it's paying like $1, and if you round this up to, let me see, it's close to almost $2 per month. Okay, I'd say it's close to almost $2. Well, we can look at what YieldMax one paid. AMZY. Okay. Okay, in the month of August, the YieldMax version of this only paid 49 cents. Okay, while the Roundhill version, it paid like 37 cents, then 29 cents, then 69 cents, then like 37 cents. So that's far more than like 50 cents that the YieldMax version paid. And so, as you guys can see, what are the benefits of owning the Roundhill ETFs over owning the YieldMax ETF? Okay, what are the benefits? The Roundhill ETF has better performance. It has both income and growth, right? It's paying larger dividends, and it's paying dividends every week, every Wednesday, I believe. And so, yeah, as I look at this is much more convincing to me that probably owning the Roundhill version of these ETFs is far better. So don't be surprised if I sell off all of my YieldMax ETFs to go into Roundhill ETFs, because I believe that they'll perform better. We're still in a bull market. I believe they're going to grow a lot more, and they'll pay more dividends. And now, if things turn around and the market takes a dive, all of these ETFs will take a dive, right? If Amazon takes a dive, AMZY from YieldMax will take a dive. AMZW will take a dive from Roundhill. If that happens, then they'll all go down. And like I've mentioned before, if they all go down, eventually Amazon will come back. And so, which one's going to make a greater comeback? AMZY from YieldMax or AMZW from Roundhill? In my opinion, AMZW will make a greater comeback than AMZY. That's just my opinion. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is just my opinion, and I'm just showing you what I'm doing in my portfolio. So, thanks for watching, you guys. I really appreciate you watching. Please do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I really, really would appreciate it. You guys have a great one. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day. Let's look at my portfolio one last time and see how it's going. Yeah, up 0.30%, as you guys can see. So things are going great here in the market. Let's look at one last thing, the greed and fear index. Let's look at that here. As you guys can see, we're in neutral, 51 points neutral. So that's great. Let's look at crypto. Crypto is neutral at 48 points. Okay, so moving forward, I think things are going to be good here in the stock market. Rate cuts are coming, I believe, towards the 15th, the middle of the month, something like that is what I heard. And that may turn out to be something very positive for the stock market, hopefully. There are times when it isn't a positive for the stock market, but for the most part, I believe most of the time, I guess it's a positive for the stock market when rates are cut and borrowing money becomes cheaper. And so that's going to be beneficial for everyone who's invested and for anyone who's using margin like I am. So thanks for watching. You guys have a great one. God bless. Catch you in the next video. Bye.